You too. Welcome back to another episode of Hashtag Screws Kitchen, Hashtag Screws Tube. You already know the vibes. Stick around. Now to start this off, we going with about a half a pound of large shrimp, right? And we just season accordingly. Now we add in some Maggi fish seasoning. Use about a teaspoon of this. We don't want too much of it. Then we add in about another teaspoon of black pepper. Then we add another teaspoon of garlic powder. Then once we've added in our seasoning, we let our hands do the work. Right? As usual, man, I tell y'all always, man, get in there. Right? And if you don't know how to peel and devein shrimp, please click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video to redirect you to the video to show you how to do that as well. All right? Now here we have 3 sweet pepper, aka bell pepper, red, green, and gold. We cut those up lengthwise. You could dice them if you choose, or cut them lengthwise and cut them like smaller, but this is the route I normally go, so that's what it is, right? Now we have 2 scallion, aka green onion, some garlic, and a couple sprigs of thyme. We break those down as well and set those to the side for later. Now to a hot pan, we add in some olive oil, and then we let that heat up just a bit, come to temperature, and then we add in our sweet pepper, right? And then we don't want to cook these all the way through. You can do that if you choose to. I normally let them go about halfway, and then I add them in later, right? And I'll explain to you step by step as we go along, right? But with this, we don't want to caramelize anything. We don't want to cook it all the way through. We just want to give it a little bit of cook until they soft, as you can see here. And then we remove them from the pan, and then we start with our next step. So to the same pot of oil where we just took out the sweet pepper, we add in 1 pint of heavy cream, right? You can use half and half if you choose, if you don't like the richness of heavy cream. But if you like the heavy cream, go with the heavy cream, you know what I mean? If you even want to cut it a little bit, you can go half heavy cream, half and half. I don't even know what kind of fraction that creates, but you do the math if you choose to go that route, right? And now we add in our scallion, our garlic, and our thyme, right? You want to let this cook in the heavy cream for about 10 minutes or so, just to kind of impart some flavor to it, on a low heat, medium to low heat, and then we start the next steps in our process. Almost missed a step. I'm human, don't judge me. But before you actually cover your pot for the 10 minutes, you want to add in your key ingredient, which will be Walker's Wood jerk seasoning, right? Now this is the hot and spicy seasoning. It comes with basically a warning to let you know if your palate cannot manage this, just go regular or mild, right? Now, me being the kind of guy I am, I added 3 tablespoons, right? Because I can manage it. If you cannot manage it, please do not play with this. It will hurt you. Trust me, right? So after the 10 minutes is up, we uncover the pot, see what kind of scene we're dealing with, right? Everything looks to be in order, and then we add in our Parmesan cheese. Now, we add in about a 1/4 cup to a 1/2 cup, depending on how much cheese you like, and you can use whatever cheese you're particularly partial to. I like how Parmesan goes with this, so I went Parmesan, right? But like I said, you can choose any cheese you rather, any cheese you particularly partial to. I wouldn't go like yellow cheese because it'll offset the color, but a nice white cheese would, it'll be more presentable. But if you prefer a yellow cheese, like a mild Swiss, not Swiss, a cheddar, anything like that, go ahead and do so. All right, so after we add the cheese in, we let that kind of come together. Then we add in about 90% of our peppers that we cooked earlier, right? The other peppers that we kept to the side is just for presentation. So, add in as much as you want. You can add the whole thing in if you choose, but these are gonna cook more than what you've already had to the side. So it's up to you as far as texture. So I like mine like this. You could cut it more, you could dice it more like I said earlier, but this is how I like mine, so I added it like this, right? And then just for another level of flavor, I added some smoked paprika, about 1 tablespoon. And then we just mix that in, and then we let that come back to another boil, and then we come right back to it in a few seconds. And what we're doing here is checking the consistency of our sauce, right? Making sure that things are cooked. You want to make sure you look at the back of the spoon to see how well that coats it. Now this is fine. This particular texture is fine, but I let mine go a little bit longer because I like mine a little bit thicker, right? So now all you do after that, you just heat up your griddle. You want to make sure that it's screaming hot, right? And you also want to make sure you drop a like and a subscribe, because believe it or not, that's a part of the process, people. But you want to make sure your griddle is very hot, because these shrimp don't take long to cook at all. It's 3 minutes aside. Make sure that when they hit the pan, they already start cooking. You want that griddle to be screaming hot, folks. You understand? 3 minutes aside, perfectly cooked shrimp every single time, right? Now, don't mind my tongs. I don't know what happened to my other ones, but we work with what we have. You understand? And that's it, folks. Watch the flip. Watch the pink on the shrimp. Look at that. That's cooked. One side of that is cooked already. You understand? You don't want that rubbery shrimp. And that's it, folks. This is the end result. Thanks for tapping in with me each and every single week. I honestly appreciate each and every last one of y'all, man. Thanks for tapping in with me once again. Till next time. Bless.